What's up, everybody? It's your boy Angel back at it again, man. I got a fresh new cut from right there. The dude off 11th Street, Muchachitas. Definitely go hit him up for all your haircuts. Definitely call ahead appointments only. I definitely want to appreciate everybody for checking out Indigo and YG Ziggy's podcast. Definitely a wild one, man. Definitely a blast. Definitely go check it out. Drop a like, subscribe. If you guys want to really support the podcast, my platform. If you really want to do that, go to the Zstudio links. Buy a $10 t-shirt. I got an exclusive t-shirt coming out. Or if you want to buy some art, some spray cans, some canvases, definitely go do that, man. All that goes to this platform because YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I do not make money off those platforms. So all my platforms are based off my work. So with that being out the way, I definitely am excited because I have two. Well, I got one out of the two people from Outkast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I hope my intro wasn't too long, bro. If you can look into the GoPro and definitely plug yourself.
All right, bet. Yo. It's Frxq from Outkast Clique. That's Frxq on SoundCloud. Fucking Hello Boy 666 on Instagram. Yeah, go fuck with your boy.
But thank you so much for coming, bro.
No problem.
I definitely want to give a shout out to Professor Panda, man.
Hell
He's the he's the one that told me about you guys. I definitely checked you out. I was like, oh, I gotta have him on.
Yeah, much love to Panda, bro. He really has introduced me to a lot of people in this scene and helped me out. So yeah, shout out Panda.
Yeah, man. Definitely a dope vibe. The sauciest panda alive.
Sauciest motherfucker. What?
All right. So now, bro, usually for everybody's podcast, while we wait for your boy, we're gonna start off with you. So that way I'm not too lost. But for everybody's first episode, man, I likes to get the background, the upbringing, the how it was before you started doing what you do now. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start it off with where are you from, or where were you born?
Okay, I was born in Rockford, Illinois. Um, so yeah, I can basically just claim Rockford. I moved around a lot, but like
Where was your main stay or the longest stay in Rockford? What side? What area? Without being too specific, if you don't mind.
let me see. I remember. I would say the one that I remember most. I remember most of being around like Andrews, so over by like Auburn, because I used to go to
Oh, okay.
Kennedy.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
used
I used to go to Auburn. Yeah.
I used to go to Kennedy and then.
Wait. May I ask? Did you go to Kennedy before or after they moved to the freshman campus?
It was after, because Kennedy was like right next to Auburn, so I'm pretty sure it was after that.
Yeah, I remember. Fucking what was it like a storm or something blew down the roof?
Yeah, some weird shit happened like that. I mean, I had to relocate.
Yeah, I think it's a conspiracy. Nah. Nah.
It probably is, yo. That's cool. So.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, before they moved into the freshman campus, bro, that was my freshman year, bro. It was fucking the last, bro. Because that was your whole building, you know, freshmen. You know how like you have all the ages, but man, it was just freshmen. So freshmen fucking with freshmen.
Yeah.
But sorry to get sidetracked, but yeah. So growing up on that's the south side, right, Auburn, basically.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
How was it for you growing up there? The
Shit,
time you
bro.
were there. 'Cause, I mean, don't get me wrong, man. That side, that area in general is wild.
Yeah, bro. I got into. I mean, I wouldn't say I got into a lot of shit, but like, cause I wasn't really doing anything too bad, but I was just like out with the nigga. Like we was just mobbing a lot, fighting a lot, fucking shit like that. But it wasn't anything too crazy, bro.
Hey man, ask, was it like friend based fighting or like just other people fighting like fucking with you and shit?
It was a little bit of both,
Okay,
cause
okay.
there was like sometimes you have like all the guys group up on like somebody's like lawn and like see who's the best fighter or some
Oh,
shit. And then like there were other times like be at the park and then me and my cousin like surrounded by hella niggas. We about to get jumped and shit. I'm like, fuck it, let's fight these niggas. He like, nah, bro, we got a dip. So it's like yeah, you got your fair share. You saw
yeah.
both, especially being at the park a lot. Cause like Andrews Park was where like a lot of people in that neighborhood went. So like if you had beef with somebody or some shit, you were gonna see him at the park. So it was like
Yeah, I mean Rockford is kind of the area like you're gonna see somebody if you're getting into with them.
yeah, if you're like getting altercations with people.
Yeah, and so now music.
Mm-hmm.
And when I asked this question, when did music come around? But when I say that, like, what was the first thing you listened to, or what was the first thing they brought around you?
The first shit I was listening to a lot of like um the hip hop that was like the era when I was going up to like the early 2000 stuff, and then like
So you're a 2000 baby.
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
like the
okay.
2000 stuff, and then like the boss from the 2010s. So like, but see, my pops was a hip hop head as well, so like
Okay.
he was always playing like a large variety of stuff. But like, um, yeah, I'll just say yeah, it was like that. I grew up listening to like older hip hop, and then the newer stuff that was around that time.
I ask, you know who? Because they look like you're trying to remember, but you don't know.
Cause there was a lot, bro. There was like
Yeah, yeah, I
okay,
know.
I'll
There's
say
a lot.
like Ti, Jeezy,
It's still young. Still, those are still
yeah.
young, you know.
Let me think. Used to bump a lot of Pac, Biggie,
Yeah, those are no, those are a little older.
um, Twisted. I mean Twisted. I was gonna say Twisted.
Yeah,
Nas. He used to bump Nas a lot.
yeah. That's
Um,
the good stuff right
and
there.
then like, bro, I'm trying to think, cause you know like the skilled rappers who weren't like mainstream, but
Like
like if you
Star,
were like yeah,
yeah,
like
Gangstar. I mean, and then
Scarface,
Scarface,
well, it's people like that. I'm
bro.
trying to think, bro.
Like so much Big L.
Yeah, Big L. Yeah, fucking love
Yeah, dude.
that.
Yeah, a bunch of yeah. So I
Yeah,
get what
like
you're
the
saying, bro.
skilled artists who weren't really mainstream, like those guys. She was bumping those guys a lot.
Yeah,
So
fucking
like,
and what was your favorite like genre? I always see theories. Genre, but
genre,
yeah,
like growing up,
yeah, yeah.
it was definitely hip hop. I
Mm.
was like mainly just listening to hip hop growing up until like middle school when I learned about like dubstep and shit.
Okay.
But then like, and then I also used to watch like AMVs, so I got like the rock from like the AMVs. So like, I guess I would listen to rock because I watched the AMVs a lot.
When did you start off doing music
Um, like making it like
or trying it
seriously,
out?
trying it out.
Mm.
I'd say like elementary school because I like grew up around music a lot because my dad and like my uncle were artists and shit. So like,
Really?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
already like seeing the shit. So like.
Did you see them like making music or just rapping? You know, like you know
They
how
would
you.
take me to like the studio with them and
Okay.
shit, and then like sometimes I would go to like photo shoots and shit. But mainly like I've been like battle rapping with like uncles and shit like that. But yeah, I definitely saw him rapping. They also like
Mm.
tried to throw me on songs when I was younger. I never recorded anything, but I would like just write to like beats that they were on or some shit and like shit like
And did you
that.
go like? Did you follow your what you were seeing at first, or did you take it to your own way? Like
um.
seeing them, did you want to be different, or did you just want to follow what they did, and then after a while be different?
I would say it was a little bit of both. Cause at first, when I was doing this shit, like it was never like a question of like if I liked it or not. I just always was. I saw it, so I'm like, fuck it, we doing it.
Okay.
So I guess it just like grew on me, and then I'm like, okay, I want to do that. Then as I got older and started listening to like different music, my sound changed. Cause like I won't say I never really wrote the type of music that like they made, obviously, because the era was different. But just like the like atmospheres of music was always different. But like as far as being an artist, like rapping and stuff, I did want to follow that. But like the music was definitely different. I
Okay.
would say, but when I was younger, it was more something that they fuck with. I mean, they still like and appreciate my music, but I just know it's something that like they'll listen to because they want to. Like
Mm.
out of just like this is in my category.
Yeah. And did you know what you were doing? Like, did you know like, I want to make music like my dad, or did you have a dream about it behind it? If that makes sense.
Um,
Like when you first started doing it, what like did you know what you were doing? Like, oh, I'm gonna make music.
nah, it was just I think I really was just like following behind him until I like realized like oh shit I'm gonna make this. Like, this is cool.
And was it always fun with for you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said like I could never really remember like having to decide like do I want to do this? Like is this like fun to me or not? Like do I love this or not? I just started like yeah, let's do this.
Okay, damn, dude. And like, what age was that? If you mind me asking.
Um, I remember I'll say like when I was around like probably 10, 11, 12, somewhere in like that. No, 12 was middle. Well, yeah, middle school too, because I was going hard in middle school. I was battle rapping and like,
Really?
yeah, I was battle rapping people in middle school, bro. That's all I was doing in middle school, battle rapping and like writing verses and showing people and stuff. But I remember too, man, I had this homie, me and him would like in elementary school, we would make music on the bus and like in our free time and shit. So me and him thought we were gonna be big, bro. So I low key think like I've been on it, bro. Cause me and him thought we were gonna blow up, bro.
Hmm.
So I've been making. I think I was in elementary school and I was like, yeah, I can do this.
Man, dude, yeah, I definitely had that in my life before, but like with art though. Like,
Yeah,
well, not even art to tell you the truth, bro. Like, I just knew something. I wanted to be big in life. I don't know what it was. Or I had a dream I'm going to be big. I don't know. It was weird. And then I just waited until I found my thing, bro. But my thing, like the thing I do and I know I want to do, bro, it took me like 25 years, bro. I'm 28. No, well, 25, 26 years for sure that I know what I wanted to do. That shit, and I'm 28, bro. So that shit
yeah,
took me a minute to figure out what I wanted to do. Throughout my
definitely.
whole life, I was like, man, what the fuck do I want to do, bro? Because there's like so many things, bro. There's hobbies, there's careers, and then within
Yeah,
those two, bro, there's infinite amount of things, bro.
yeah. That's what I started thinking about that too. Like for like taking like basketball for example. Say there's
Yeah.
a kid who wants to be in the NBA. Like growing up, you'll hear like, oh, that's unrealistic. That's get a new career or like some shit. But it's like if that kid really focuses on basketball and builds that skill, he can be a personal trainer, a freaking
Oh yeah,
social
yeah.
media personality. He can do anything with that skill because there's so much that like branches off from having that basketball. He can go play overseas.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
there's
true.
just so much that you can like do. But honestly, I think now is because like with times has changed, there's like so much more that you can do now. So it's like before they kind of did have to have that like if you're not gonna go pro or something, you're not gonna really like what are you gonna do, pro?
Yeah, yeah.
But now it's like we got podcasts, and, like a whole bunch of other little branches off of people who do to make money. So it's like yeah,
And since we're in that subject, man, have you like if let's say you doing music didn't work out, what was another thing you would do inside music?
I never really had that. I was just like I'm gonna make music and do me like
Yeah, yeah.
there was never like a I mean, I like that you didn't ask me what was my plan B if music didn't work. You asked me what would I do in music. And I
Yeah.
like that because most people would be like, "What's your plan B if music didn't work?" But I don't really have a plan B. But I mean, I guess like production. I guess maybe like making beats or something. If like making stuff didn't work, like
Cause bro,
recording.
like there's so much shit in music besides actually doing the music. There's shit outside of music, like
Yeah.
managers, labels. I guess I don't know.
I mean, you could be a representative. So.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, man, like if I do say something like kind of like out of line, bro, definitely correct me. It's just I definitely am new to asking questions and all that. Like this
Yeah.
podcast shit wasn't always a thing, bro. Like I was definitely a shy person, so this really came out of the blue.
I was shy like an hour ago, so
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what basically what I was asking, man. What was your plan B, if in case? Because
um,
mine, I have a few things, bro. Like I have the podcast, and I have my art, and then I have my little models that I make, and then t-shirts. I have a few things going on just in case one thing falls down. But they're within the art sense,
yeah,
So
yeah. I'd say I definitely have like other things within like I have other things that I want to use my music platform for, but like I'm gonna make with music, so I've never really had like a plan B. So I'm just like I'm gonna do this and then use it to do other things.
yeah. I mean, one thing can make a lot of things happen.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely.
And that's how I was too, bro. Like maybe this art shit is gonna take me into so many avenues, bro. But at the same time, once I did get out there and I saw how like, cause there's way talented artists. I can say that. I know
Yeah,
I'm not the best, but bro, I definitely, I definitely try, and try to be creative. And usually, that's usually enough from like the people that like my art.
I think about it like bread, like 'cause when you go like a bread aisle, you see like a whole bunch of different, my bad, a whole bunch of different types of like bread and shit, and like if you go into different households, I'm not gonna say every household, but
Yeah,
most households have different types of bread.
yeah,
And like that's because everybody has things that they've grown up with, things that they're used to, things they're accustomed to, so they like have their bread that they prefer. But you see, everybody eats because there's all that bread, and everybody has their own preferences.
yeah.
There's enough bread for people, so as long as you find like if you like solidify yourself in whatever you're doing, you're gonna find your crowd that's gonna like you, you're gonna have your little community to eat off of.
Dude, all right, yeah, and then okay, because and how did you do it, bro? Because I used to be a follower, definitely when I was young. Because I just wanted to be cool with people, I
Yeah.
definitely wanted a big homie or homies and shit. I definitely wanted to stand out as that cool guy to everybody. So I definitely always followed the trend.
hmm
How did you differ, if you did?
Um,
With the music and with live, bro. I mean, I don't know.
I would say like
Just in case I'm not looking at you, bro.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I'm gonna be
you're
saying,
rolling.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I would say like when I was younger, I definitely say I followed in like that follower role, like leader, cause like not leader, but that follower role, cause like communicating was kind of tough, cause like my stuttering was very bad when I was younger. So like even to start the conversation, it would either be like A, you get like picked on because you stuttered, or B, you couldn't get the fucking your word out. So it's like fuck, I'm not gonna talk to y'all.
Yeah,
So to combat that, it was just like, all right, let me try and fit in with the crowd. But like once I got older though, fucking I I think I think really bro, once I started like listening to X and like got into like the underground scene and stuff,
shout out
like
X.
I was like, yo, fuck this, I can like do what I want to do. So I can not really have to like be like bending the knee to these guys.
Dude, he talking about X. He changed a genre within the genre, like the hip hop.
Yeah,
He totally did something else different. Well, not like totally different, but like he just
it's like
he, he is
yeah,
up the game. Because at the time, I kind of and always correct me, bro. I'm not the biggest hip hop head. I just love the music, and but like around the time X was coming out, there was a lot of littles, pumps and shit, Xanaxes and shit.
Yeah.
It's still good dope artists, but like not all their stuff was there.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I mean, like Lil Pump is like when I was younger, like when he came out, I was listening to X a little bit. And I was listening to X a lot, like X and Ski and Members and shit. But I
Yeah.
wasn't really that deep into the underground scene, so like I didn't understand. Like, I also had a hatred for mumble rap too. Like, I didn't understand
Yes, and
that.
there you
Like,
go. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Talking about that too, bro. Like the mumble rap was, I mean, it was dope, but like after too much of it, bro, it gets diluted, and once you dilute
like,
something, it's not the same.
yeah. At this point, like now I can appreciate it. But before I didn't understand. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah, that's true.
science to
Yeah,
it. Like, they were like it's okay for something to be listened to for the sound and not the lyrics. And that's what also changed my music too, because I used to be like a lyrical, spiritual, lyrical ass nigga kind of.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
after I realized, like, bro, this is not about who spits the best, who has the best bars, the best punchlines, wordplay. This is about who can transfer emotion.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
What emotions you try to pull out in your music?
Um, I try and bring a nostalgic vibe. I try and like um either I'll say see it's there's not a specific emotion that I try and pull out because like
Yeah, no, yeah, I
every
was gonna say
yeah
for every project, I'm assuming you try to aim for something different and stuff. Yeah.
yeah even if it's in like the same like freaking like categories kind of looking like on a different side of the spectrum but like it honestly depends on like what I'm feeling at the time or like if I'm absorbing a lot of like emotion from other people or like some shit I'll be like alright this is I want to make this like I want to like it's like I try to capture moments too, more of like emotions. So like a moment of like okay, I know everybody has felt like that like pain right after a freaking breakup or like freaking uh you just like in your zone or like fucking specific shit like somebody says something to you and like you feel that in your chest, like you can take that and spin that feeling a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
Just little stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, shit like cause with me, I try to capture emotion like it's usually like some type of uh emotion I try to put on, either sad, happy,
Yeah,
depending
sad,
on.
happy.
Yeah, and I forgot to ask. Yeah, were you always going by?
Freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it used to be Freak the Rapper. I'm telling you, I was like,
No, I know.
it was weird.
That's something doing this fucking podcast, bro. I noticed artists change their name, not change it, but like they twist it or something. Now
All right, all right, all right.
we got Helly, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I mean, yeah, definitely plug yourself, man. Just let them know where do you prefer people to check you out as well.
Excuse me. So, uh, I be on Instagram. Instagram is simply just blood rot. Just BLLOD. Well, BLOODROT. My bad. I'm kind of a little disoriented from the ride, but yeah. And then Instagram. I just said Instagram. SoundCloud is Hellion. That's it. But yeah, pass it to my boy.
I introduced myself, but I will correct myself. With HollowBoy666 for the Instagram, it's HXLLOW_BOI666.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you guys say it wrong, it's cool. Just send me your links
For sure.
because it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna go in the description.
Alright,
All right, Helly, you mind if I say it like that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So we're just talking about upbringing. Like where were you born, where you grew up, uh, when music came around. So if you can just tell us. So, yeah, let's start off with where were you born?
So I was actually born here in Rockford.
Uh-huh.
Lived with my mom and dad for most of my life, and then shit happens, and then now we here.
What side did you grow up?
I grew up so I bounced around a decent amount when I was younger. So I started out living kind of like on the south by Black Hawk Park. There was an apartment across the street
That's not too far.
on Buck,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Buckby, and then moved around a little bit. Then I went to over where I'm at now, but that was me and my parents living there.
Okay.
So my grandparents had another house like that they was living at, but then some shit happened with their situations, and they ended up having to move with us for a bit.
Yeah.
So when that happened, we moved out, got another house on the south side, right over on Genoa. A little weird house, bro. I swear, that's some weird shit happened to that house, yo. But
Wait, like ghosts?
yeah,
What? No,
bro. Like I shit you not, the dude who lived there before us died in the fucking bathtub, bro. Like swear. So one time,
Wait, well, like, was he an old person?
yeah, it was of old age.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
what at least I was told. They tell the kids something
No,
different. No, no,
dude,
really
man.
dope.
So, what was the scariest shit you witnessed, or the weirdest shit you witnessed?
Ooh,
It's joint with Malicious and
ooh, his joint beat thought. Ooh, there's been a lot. Like,
Wait, and you, bro, you experienced some shit there too?
I wasn't at that house, but at his
at
house.
the house that I'm living
at
at
the
now.
Oh,
house.
now?
Me and
Yeah,
him, we been in there like, hey yo,
cause it's
hey yo.
weird. It's like the house is damn near 100 years old. Like my uncle Pete used to live there, and then we moved in, and yeah.
Well, yeah, anything like heading downtown or that direction, bro. Like the houses get super fucking old, bro.
Oh damn.
Yeah, straight up. There's like one not too far from here. There's like a Civil War house that they used to use to like as like a medical facility, bro.
That bitch haunted.
Yeah, for real.
That's haunted as hell.
Then there's tunnels. You hear about the tunnels?
No,
There's tunnels under Rockford, bro.
from TikTok or some shit like that,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
But they
real.
upload it on Facebook,
Yeah.
dude.
There's bunkers by Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, war bunkers. We used to
War
walk by them and
bunkers.
shit going to the fucking gas station.
There's Indian burial mounds in the area.
See,
Yeah, there's a lot of Indian.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know some Rockford history, but not too much, bro. I was born in Chicago around 93, in 07. That's when I moved to Rockford.
I see.
Yeah, I lived in the city for a bit too.
Really?
Yeah, I
What's up?
lived over on Jeffrey, 96th and Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
It's off of Cottage Grove and shit. Over in that area, Cottage Grove, Stony Island.
What side is that?
Uh,
Yeah, because I don't know my street, bro. There's like so many fucking. I don't even know my Rockford streets,
bro, it'd
bro.
be like that. I just be living here.
Yeah, I do know sides though. The sides, yeah, like yeah.
Let me think. I forgot what side it was on.
Cause yeah, I was on the
Minute.
south side, baby.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Bro, I didn't even know I didn't know how dangerous fucking Chicago was until like I actually moved out. I was like, holy shit, bro! I could have got jumped, got kidnapped, died.
Yeah, because it's like what I noticed is when you live in there, you kind of don't. You're desensitized to
Yeah,
it, so it
yeah,
seems
good.
normal. It's like I was living in St. Louis too, like, but that's the fight.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Rockford, Chicago, and St. Louis. But in St. Louis, like I done seen some shit down there. Like
Nigga, we down there got shot.
straight up, me and this nigga there got killed like fireworks, bro.
Holy shit.
We was on the corner. Like, just, it's Missouri, so fireworks are legal down there. We wasn't even doing nothing crazy, bro. We was lighting some Roman candles.
I don't even think it was a 4th of July, bro.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
When it's down in Missouri, they like sticks of dynamite 3 weeks before the 4th of July.
It mattered to him.
Yeah, but we lit some Roman candles, and the dudes were down the block talking to the plug or whatever, and niggas pulled pistols. And aimed them at us because they didn't know what it was.
Man.
Like if they
But they didn't see the things going up and boom.
By the time they turned around, I swear their guns was drawn already. It was like some quick draw
Oh,
McGraw
got
shit.
some quick draw shit.
You guys can keep it in there, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, so that way you don't have to get up, bro.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I could.
No, it's cool, bro. We got another one for later. But so dude, man, you grew up everywhere, bro. So how was that like, bro? Like, dude, I mean, I felt so out of place in Rockford, so I was definitely a quiet person when I moved. I've been a quiet person until like recently.
Yeah. It's like now that when I was younger and shit, like I was definitely like more quiet and kind of to myself and shit. But like as I got older, I kind of just what's the point of suppressing myself? But there's still definitely those times where like social anxiety hits or some shit, where I just really feel like antisocial or just want to be alone, and I just you know I keep to myself.
Hmm.
It really depend on how I'm feeling that day.
Just
For real.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And what was Rockford your final spot, right? You moved to
Rockford.
permanently?
Yeah, so my mom, well, yeah, it started out, I was living with my mom, and my mom and my pops was together, and then some shit happened. They split, and then I was just with my mom. So my mom was like, she has job opportunities out in Chicago and shit, cause she's a traveling vendor. So she goes to different parties and shit like that, and set up shop. She sells her different items and everything. And so we moved to Chicago for that opportunity. Stuff started taking off there, but the problem, rent. Rent's high in Chicago.
Oh no, hell yeah, bro!
For real, bro. That shit's high as fuck, yo.
Yeah, my parents when we left Chicago, people would be like, "Why'd you move?" Because they didn't want me living there. Because I'm the only boy out of three girls. No, two girls. I'm the only boy. But as I was getting older, they're like, we don't want him living there because gangs and shit.
Yeah.
But low key, it was because of the property taxes and then like like the costing of living.
Yeah, for real. Bro, they have a sugar tax and a water tax out there, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, if you buy a case of pop, it's a tax on the sugar.
That's
What the fuck?
Yeah, huh?
You lying.
I'm so serious.
I mean, damn, bro, damn, bro, what the fuck?
Well, I'm about to Google it.
No, but yeah, I know the taxes from Chicago to over here is a big ass difference. Like over here being a lot cheaper and shit.
I'm fucking Rockford. Middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, at least we're not Bloomington. Or like fucking normal Illinois or some shit.
Bro, I used to be in like.
Yeah, here we go. Well, it was implemented on August 2nd, 2017, and later repealed. But the ordinance posted fucking $1 per ounce tax on sweetened beverages in Cook County.
Oh shit, dude!
Yeah, bro.
He tripped.
It was a 3% tax for retail to put it in retail terms.
Dude, yeah, man, they're tripping. Yeah. But yeah, and sorry we getting off track, but so how did music come around you?
So music came around me because of my dad, my parents, because
what they bring.
Bro, they brought like my dad brought like he brought me into like rap and shit. Like he would always have like the Gucci Mane, the fucking Soldier Boy, the Shawty Low, the fucking even the oldies too, like Wu Tang.
Hell yeah, Wu Tang.
Bro, like some old Memphis shit, like Brother Lich Hung, 3-6.
Oh, 3-6, that's
3-6, fucking Children of the Corn, like. Who else, bro? Who else? Project Pat. Project Pat was the shit.
Dude, I thought like Project Pat was 3-6.
Yeah, he was. He was a part of it.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was also his own thing.
Yeah.
He dropped a couple solo projects, but his solo project still had features from 3-6 people on it. It was weird.
Yeah, bro, fucking Juicy J went hard.
Yeah. Juicy J, hell
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
The one where he's like this and covered in colors. I forgot the name. In the paint. Yeah. That motherfucker's kind of old. I remember the 2013-14. maybe. But so.
Yo, Gotti.
Yo,
Oh
like,
yes, bro. How we,
I forgot about
Bro, like
dude?
all that whole
he's helping me bring back from that question.
Yeah.
Shit.
But
Nah, bro.
and who's your favorite?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, you're just mentioning him. Yeah, your favorite. But like, who did you get inspiration to start off music, or how did you start off music?
So for starting off, do you want to go first?
I already talked about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. So starting off, like I don't know, I was in like I think elementary, and I was living out in Chicago, and like I was going through some shit with my parents or with my mom, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm alright.
hmm
So then I just started
And,
writing.
and it just started off as writing, not like making music writing.
Yeah, it just started off as writing. Like
Okay.
I just like write scrapbook like
Yeah.
songs and shit, and then I ended up losing them for some reason. But yeah, it started off with that. Then when I got back to Rockford, fast forward, met him, and
Mm-hmm.
then he like showed me that it's actually being able to make music is a lot closer than what I thought it was. Because I thought it was like, oh yeah, you got to go up to some higher up. You got to get like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that you could just go in your room.
Yeah, me neither, bro.
For
Yeah,
real, for
yeah.
real. Or
Like, dude, I'm just an artist. I don't do the music, but you know, I interviewed people that do, and bro, it's so. I thought it was easy. I thought it was easy once you met the right people, right? But even doing that is kind of hard, and then doing the music is like so much shit to it.
yeah,
It's
for
like
real.
making the music itself is easy. It's like promoting your brand, which is draining. But like the music itself, that's like water. It's like
Yeah, I mean, everybody's process is different, you know, so that's why I always try to ask.
Straight up.
But so when you started writing, you guys met together, or was it like at least a couple years?
Yeah, that
I
was a couple
think
years. I was still in elementary school by then, and by the time me and him met, I was in high school.
Okay.
So it
yeah.
was at least like 4 years before I like actually was like, you know what, fuck it, it's time to get down on this shit.
Yeah. Shit, it took me a while. It took me a while, bro, to figure out what I wanted to do.
Yeah, for real. And that's like a common like thing that the older generation doesn't realize. Like it takes us a second to figure out what the fuck we want to do.
hmm
But once we figure it out, we go hard on it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I was telling Big Freak, man, goddamn it, bro.
You're like that was your first mess up, so you're doing good, bro. You
Yeah.
shooting like 90%.
Yeah, I keep thinking about it too much, bro. Like, but yeah, bro. It took me about 93. I'm 28, but it took me about like 25 to 26 years to really figure out what the fuck I want to do, bro. And I'm still learning within what I'm doing right now. Like,
Real.
like I didn't start this podcast and then start drawing. I've been drawing on and off. Life happens.
Yeah, that's
You get
another
to,
big factor too.
yeah,
Life
you
does
know,
happen.
and that determines how motivated you are in life. If you let shit get to you, it's gonna show because you know you don't have much to show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but now that I know, I'm building as much as I can, and then out of that, this little seed came out of this podcast.
Yeah. That's so beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So it's very hard, but and I want to thank you guys for coming, man. For real, and yeah, and the whole build up to your questions, bro. Is so when you guys got together, or how did you know how to build what you guys built, or
Um.
or collab on what you, or how did Outcast happen, bro? My bad, I'm
So
fucking
go
So
ahead, tell them.
so basically, fucking Outkast. Remember how I told you like I was battle rapping in like middle school and shit, like rapping in middle school. I started Outkast in middle school, and then I met Chris, and first me and his friendship was just like on some funny, like he's funny and gonna fuck with him type shit. But then and then like we were also both like weird, like people really didn't fuck with Manic at the time, like in middle school.
hmm
Like I was like one of the only people who like fuck with him. So like we were just like, all right, we okay. So like you should join the collective just off the fact that like I felt like me and him. Well, we had another friend, Jason. It was me, him, and Jason in middle school. We had another nigga named Caleb, but fucking, I mainly spent a lot of time with him and Chris. So I'm like, shit, we outcasts. And then the music shit started after I like started convincing Chris how to rap. No, I started convincing Chris to rap. And then once I convinced him to rap, we fucking
Dude, and how is that, bro? How is that convincing someone to rap? And
it took
why?
me like, okay, I heard him because he used to, okay, this nigga he did this like freestyle in front of everybody in class. But it was some like Cheerio free. It was some, I don't know if it was a meme at the time or if it was off the dome, but it was some like there's some Cheerio freestyle. It says some shit about putting his dick in a Cheerio or some shit. I'm like,
Bro, was it Jeffy?
I think it was. I think it was spinning Jeffy, bro. Yeah, I'm like, you know what, bro? You have talent. So after that, like, I got cool with him, and then it took me into like I met him sixth grade year. It took me to like eighth grade year to convince him to rap. So it's just a constant, hey yo, bro, come on, come on. And then when I finally got him to like start doing it, we would just like sit in the back of math class, and I started like teaching him like rhyme scheme and like punchlines and wordplay and shit. And then shit, he got to where he is now, making his own shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
And how did you approach Helly?
it was we had a similar interest in music.
Wait, and how when you wanted to bring him on, or however that happened, how long did you have Outcast for already?
I had it since middle school, so it was probably so I probably had it for about 2, 3 years at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, about 3 years,
Congrats.
3 or 4 years.
Barely on my second year. Zstudios.
But I mean, at that point, it was just like an idea, though. Like it wasn't like a theme. Like it was just like, fucking, we're gonna get a whole bunch of artists and we're gonna move. First, I wanted to move to fucking Florida, but then it was like we just make our own scene here. So
Why Florida?
I was influenced by members owe me a lot to create like a music collective, and they were from like Florida area, so I'm like, fuck it.
Isn't like X from
Yeah,
Florida?
actually, yeah, actually, if members only is X Collective, they're from like Robert, like before
Shout out the
Lauderdale, that
documentary.
area. So yeah, I wanted to go down to Florida because I like then like back then it was popping, like music down there was popping for our scene. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that they got the bigger spot. I mean, and why? And then why stay in Rockford? Did you did?
he he was like, I mean, we can just do our own shit here. I mean, yeah, you're right. I really gotta like eventually I do want to like branch out with collective, but we definitely can build something here first before we leave.
Yeah, because I mean, it is being more open. I would say. I mean, it's still kind of somewhat hard to find, but I see it more, the hip hop scene in Rockford. And, and then, but I mean, there has been, right? Everybody wants hip hop, but usually it's with like what's it called? High end? Or,
High end fashion.
no, you know,
No.
like Drake,
Oh,
Migos.
like high end, be like mainstream.
Mainstream, there you go. They want mainstream the more likes or fame.
Yeah, people aren't really supporting their local art.
There you go.
There's pockets. I'm not gonna say people.
Yeah,
aren't,
there's
but,
pockets.
like,
There you go. There's pockets. Yeah.
But like, for the vast majority, people aren't really like, let's get Rockford on the map. It's more of like, let's try and get me and my niggas on the map. And like, y'all niggas suck. Y'all got beats. Like they'll go to like a Rockers video and be like, it doesn't have 1K. I'm going somewhere else. So, like,
Yeah, it's a lot of view.
if it does have one, if it does have 1K, it's like he doesn't have 10K. There's levels to it.
But bro, I be seeing some, or I be listening to some music with not that many views, still fire.
Facts, bro. That'd be the best shit.
Yeah,
Cause that's all the underground shit.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. Me being young, I never really liked local, but now that I'm doing my own local thing, I definitely have a bunch of respect for it, bro.
Straight up. I think that's another thing too. Like it takes doing your own local shit to actually like appreciate the art.
Yeah. And not just that, bro. When you see the local stuff, you see the beginning of something. You know, like when West Khalifa, Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
Well, basically everybody, right? When they were starting off local, bro. Those were the like freshest ideas.
I mean,
Some of it's dope. Some of it, not all of it though.
like at this point though, like with fresh ideas, it's kind of hard now to like come up with like original things because like we're in 2020, so it's like a lot of shit has already been done. But fucking
Hey, new stuff keeps getting invented though, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's one of those. It's we wonder when it's gonna peak though, because it's eventually it has to peak eventually.
I know we keep thinking it's peaking, but it's
Yeah.
another peak.
at the
Some like
same
years
time
later.
though,
Kind of, yeah.
it'll probably peak to our destruction if it like. I
Mm.
think that's what the peak will be, like our destruction. Because it's just like we created something too fucking.
Either that or humans just don't appreciate anything anymore because top quality is the regular standard.
Yeah, nigga, just want Gucci.
Hey, for real.
Like back in 2000 and like bro, back in like 2012, if you see somebody with a Louis bag, it's like, oh shit, they got money. Now it's like, bro, where you get that Louis bag from?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Where we at, man? I lost track on that one.
We were talking about how music.
Yeah. Music, local.
Collective.
Yeah, the collective. So where did you? So how did you even start off, bro? Like, I know there's a few collectives. Everybody starts off on their own way. How did you start?
Like building it.
Yeah, since you decide to stay here for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Mainly like I'll say social media and just like my brothers, cause like yeah, like you can like go out and like scout shit, but it's kind of like look at the Golden State Warriors for example, or any like dynasty team. Part of the reason why they're so good is because they've been together for so long. Like they'll get new pieces here and there, trade some and get more, but they still have their core.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think establishing that core early on and like sticking with everybody is like really be like the thing that gets us to the next level.
Well, I mean, that's how you get to the next level, man. You really get it as a group too. Like you really gotta stick together.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, don't get me wrong. You could do things by yourself, but when you have a collective, a group, it's a lot better.
Yeah, it really
Multiple
is.
minds working together.
Yeah, helps a lot.
Hive mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how many members you can have?
Right now we have 10 members, but
Oh shit. Okay.
a lot of them are like we only have like 4 artists, 3, 4 artists,
And when you say
Five right now.
5 artists.
Yeah.
So
That we actually hold on.
He's not really making music, but Ryan.
Ryan. And then
Roman.
yeah.
So 5. Yeah, we just added. Shout out Roman, bro.
Shout out Roman.
We just got a new guitarist. He's a black metal and death metal vocalist and guitarist. He does a lot of shit by himself.
yeah.
He's fucking sick, bro. But yeah, we have a lot of talent over there.
Yeah, and what about the other five?
The other, okay, they basically like support members. So
Okay,
like they help us with fucking setting up shows and shit, promo, fucking
Social media management sometimes.
sometimes.
like if we don't catch something, that they'll catch it for us and shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
Then like photographers.
Yeah, photographers, stuff. Yeah,
Artists. Well, paint.
yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. They're like we have some experienced ones and then some who are getting into the scene.
And I was waiting for that GoPro to die, but what are you guys planning on soon? Or what do you guys have in the works? Because on your SoundCloud, because I don't have no Apple stuff. like Apple Music. On your SoundCloud, I see you just have one mixtape.
Yeah, it's one. It's a mixtape. It's a mixtape. We're planning on dropping a diss track, another diss track soon.
What? We this one? Eesh.
Machine gun dissing.
Yeah, this is the second one. We have a lot of
Wait, so that whole thing is a this?
no, but we just recently dropped a track called "Fuck J," and that's a diss towards a guy. And all the fucking niggas named Jay around the world. So if anybody ever did something to you bad and his name is Jay, then go listen to that song. Fucking.
But if you cool and your name Jay, it's not towards you.
Yeah, it's not.
But if you,
Maybe.
but if the shoe fits, wear it, motherfucker.
Yeah, and the only reason why I asked that is I seen you guys did a tour in Rockford or around Rockford area.
It was actually his idea to do a 3-day slay because we try and like do some type of event. We try and do consistent shows every month. We try and do like one big bang. This time we're like, fuck it. We're starting to get access to venues. Want people to take us more seriously, so let's do a little mini tour. It doesn't have to be something big for it to be considered. So
Yeah, I always say consistency is king.
speaking of consistency,
no, king.
Like, so basically, if you are interested in us, then we're going to be doing shows consistently every month. At least like 3 and one big one. So
In Rockford, because I know I seen also too. You're doing something in Wisconsin, the
yes,
29th.
we are doing something in Wisconsin.
Second Wisconsin show.
Yeah.
I hope you guys don't think I'm starving.
I actually love the energy.
Straight up.
With that, fucking most of our shows would be in Rockford, but like if it's a big show, then it's either gonna be in Chicago, Rockford, or like Wisconsin. Like we're starting to hit up Chicago a lot though. Catch us on Chicago.
I'll say ever since like what, January?
Yeah.
Like January, like I would always go to Chicago to like ride bikes and shit, but like we're now starting to go for the music and shit. It's starting to get fucking
crunchy.
Yeah, crunchy and juicy and shit.
And how is that like? Because Chicago's different, bro. It's not here, bro.
It's like, bro, it's like Chicago's like 6 different cities in one, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Actually, more than that, because you have your actual ones like Germantown, Polish Town, fucking Chinatown. What is it? Like Little Puerto Rico or some shit?
Yeah, like Mexico or something.
Yeah, one of those. There's like
I forgot what's it called too, bro. Does it got like a big flag or something?
Yeah,
like a metal flag or something. Yeah. But so have you done a show or you're about to do shows?
We've already done it. Our last show was in Chicago. We also did it with the shout out Lost Boys.
Shout out Lost Boys.
We did it. They're a bigger Chicago based collective. Well, I won't say Chicago based, but they do a lot of show in like our area. So.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's talk a little. Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, go. Yeah, go.
Let's talk a little more about the sleigh, though. So the concept was it was 3 different days, 3 different cities, 3 different shows. Mm-hmm. So there was the go, bro. So the
we still got this one going.
Mm-hmm. But the first show was local Rockford, and then the second show was over in Beloit, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Beloit.
So
how was Beloit? Because that's way.
I thought we was gonna get stopped, low key.
Yeah, because I was gonna say to me, bro, that's like like Karen country. Like,
Yeah,
at first it was a good idea, but then I thought about it. And I'm like, fuck, why do we do Beloit?
And it's even too like it was that part of Beloit too, because Beloit is like the fucking. We were in like the boonies, bro. Like straight up, like we were in like a fucking felt like a forest preserve, getting litty on the top of a car.
Yeah, but that's basically how the next show is gonna be, unless we can get our generator running because life happens.
Hey, but, so I did. I talked to somebody about that.
What they say, man?
Trey said that you gotta power it. You gotta figure out how many watts Chris's speaker takes.
He knows. He told me before.
Okay.
Do you guys be fucking with that? Knowing that's
Yeah,
another
have
thing
to.
too in music,
Yeah,
bro.
for
Yeah,
real.
that's one thing about music. Like we all have to do multiple things now. It's like we're not just artists. We gotta like learn about a whole bunch of different shit.
Especially because like I'm picking up instruments and shit now. So like I'm doing guitar and bass at the moment.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna get my cousin's old drum set that I watched him play growing up and shit.
And what draws you to that instrument?
Uh,
Because you know there's like a bunch of other ones and shit.
yeah,
Why
but
that?
those main three because like those are like the core of a band.
Mhm.
Like you got your because everything is based around
Can
the
you pass me
drums.
water, bro?
Everything's based
Thank
around
you.
the drums. Like, because the drum is what gives it the. Yeah.
Yeah, there's ginger ale, 1 7-Up, Dr Pepper, and a squirt.
Yeah. But you got drums, and then I don't know because I'm like, if I wanna, I come up with like crazy concepts for live performances and shit.
Mhm.
Like one thing I want to do is like we all can get eventually good with playing all three, so we can like stop the live performance, hop in the pit for a second, and then all get up on different instruments
Oh,
and
shit.
continue the show like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like, but
And we didn't even talk about that. What's your instrument? If you work on any or do any, or
Okay, so I'll say I'm like beginner level at guitar, and I also know how to play the piano a little bit.
Was not expecting that. I was expecting drum or bass, unless that's the same
Nah,
thing.
like that's the thing. Like, fucking, you think that I'm like a very like my music that I listen to personally would be like on the harder side, but I'm more like a nostalgic ambient type of person.
That's dope. Yeah, definitely fuck with it, man. Um, okay, so how how do you guys learn? Just based off just doing it, or learning from somebody, taking
Honestly,
classes?
me personally, I'm self-taught.
Okay.
Like I'll pick it up and I'll work on different rhythms and shit. But it all really starts to just picking up the instrument and building up the dexterity. Because if you don't have the finger dexterity, you're not gonna be able to play anything.
Yeah.
Like it kind of sucks because the guitar isn't really a friendly instrument starting out. Like you really gotta, you know.
I never played any
That's a
instrument, bro. I think the most I played was the piano. But I was fucking around like
the
a kid,
fucking
you know.
guitar, like it's like it'll fuck you up, bro. Like your fingers and shit.
Really?
Like, you have to
Yeah.
get like calluses.
Oh,
Of the
okay.
strings.
Yeah.
And then too, if you get real skilled and you start playing fast shit, you can switch your shit.
Low key, I didn't know that, bro. I thought that was only with banjos.
Oh no, you can do that. There's a
I only know
guy
that
that
because
I
of Family
watch.
Guy. when they moved to the countryside,
Yeah.
they started playing the banjo.
Yeah, that can happen. Like, there's a guy that I watch on YouTube. Like, he was doing a shred lick, and when he got down, because there's the smallest string is like it's so thin, like the camera won't even pick it up sometimes. And he slid his finger down with pressure, and he sliced it open like almost to the bone because how much pressure he had.
Damn.
But
Did you guys use picks?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I use a little bit of both. Sometimes
yeah.
I'll be like boom,
Alternate picking too. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not that cold yet, but I'm starting to get to the point where like I do the top three strings with pick, and then the bottom three with three different fingers. Because it's for the smallest string. Well, the tuning is E A D G B E. That's the six strings, and there's big E and little E. That's how you like differentiate, and everything in between is. But he sliced himself on the little E.
Oof.
That shit sucks. But for little E,
I mean, for guitar, bro, I got like little fingers.
which I mean, it depends because like if you there's smaller guitars with smaller necks where if you have smaller hands, it's easier to play. Cause I got bigger hands, that shit kind of sucks sometimes. Cause I like try to hit a string and then I'm like, why doesn't this sound right? And then I'll notice like just barely my fingertips on another string too, and it gives off a noise. Like the fretboard
I know
itself.
it's fucking
You know it, yeah.
especially if you have like longer fingernails, that can really.
Like that's the instrument you damn near gotta cut your fingernails
You
to
have
play.
to. They tell you to cut your shit.
How many hours do you put? How many hours do you put in your instrument practices?
I don't own one anymore again, but that's a main question for him.
I got like a problem where I fixate on different things, so I'll pick it up for like 20 minutes, like every 45 minutes, every like hour, 2 hours. Like it really depends. I'll just be like, you know what, fuck it. I feel like playing the guitar right now, or even the bass. And then sometimes I'll like load up a video because I have like a sound system in my room from like the 80s and shit.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'll play.
We got some pretty old wear here too.
Yeah, it's nice. Like the old shit works solid.
Oh no, not like upstairs, bro. We got even older shit, bro. Like the old like Sony's, bro.
Yeah.
I got a Kenwood
CDs,
receiver.
no, like track tapes. Yeah, bro. Yeah, this is a very old school house. Yeah, and now, bro, that we're like in that hour and 8 minutes, I definitely want to hit to the jukebox hour, man. That's where we play some of your songs. I pick some songs from your collective group, and we just play them. Tell me a little bit about them, if you feel comfortable. Or I got this new segment, man, where we put on a beat and then we just freestyle. All right, guys, we're gonna head to the jukebox hour, man. That's where we're gonna play some songs from Outkx. Since there's two of you, I don't know if you want to do 4 songs, 2 each.
That's cool.
Oh, well, I mean, we can play songs from your Outkx, and then 1 each. Because too many songs, that's too much headache. So, you feel me? And we could do 2 songs from Outkx and then 1 song.
So that's cool. Yeah. So that way we can still get good coverage. Sorry about that.
You know, you're good. Yeah.
Being 17, all I know is cry and be angry. My body isn't hairy. I wanna be a body I can carry. My soul is Bloody Mary. My brother smoking dope while I'm popping fairies. Being 17, all I know is cry and be angry. My body isn't hairy. I wanna be a body I can carry. My soul is Bloody Mary. My brother smoking dope.
Just like that. Definitely go check them out on SoundCloud for the rest of that song. Yeah, if they want to check out the rest, definitely gotta go check it out. Definitely look in the description below. So 17, bro, who's mainly on here? Because I only see a feature of men.
It's just Mannequin. Yeah, it's he was the one who came up with that concept. He wanted it to be like, for it to be like Outkast Clique, but like featuring the artist to like make the song. But yeah.
And whose ideas was for this track?
This is all Manic. This is all his head. Yeah, I can't really say too much about it.
So wait. So when you make a song, you just put it on there?
No, I have my own separate page.
But you know what I mean. When you guys make songs, like you just send them to like the that.
To the. It's Outkast,
yeah,
but it's spelled.
No, I started on that one. My bad.
Yeah, it's like we have like little like throwaway tracks or some shit with dumb on here, but like this is mainly for like collective songs. So like when this starts getting traffic, it's gonna be like collective songs. It's all of us going hard on some shit, or like duo tracks or some shit.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get to the next one. Yeah.
I'm just uncertain of my destination. It's just a fact that I'm hella faded. Stacking up witness the trees that I'm graying. Back to my bluff, I'm on vanilla planet. Pull up to the set, fuck it up and we vanish. Run up our free bitch, I'm up in that can. I've been having no water, no fucking Atlantis. You niggas be snitching, you niggas like Candace. Big blade on my waist, cause I'm all like some Angus. Got starts to be just right on my back. Hey, step in this bitch with a fucking.
Woo. And for the rest of that, definitely go check it out on SoundCloud, guys, in the description below. So how did this come about, bro? How did you make JCP, bro?
I'm not JCP.
And was this like did did you guys have this in the work and told him to come on, or did he bring it to you guys?
He ran to us.
Mm.
My first show was with my shout out JCP. My first show was with them at the quarantine kickback.
The fucking quarantine
I low-key fell
kickback.
back because when I first met them niggas, bro, I dressed them as I thought they was the style niggas because they came with all the style to put, but I'm like, hey, yo, y'all got this style that fuck with y'all niggas cool. But then the day before, then I'm like, hold on, they're on the card? And I'm like, wait, oh shit, let's go. Yeah, then I was like, oh shit.
Chris fucking busted his knuckle, dude.
Yeah, Chris fucked it. Yeah, he made a statement.
Wait, you guys say Chris? I know.
Manic.
Oh, okay. And
Manic, damn. Let's call it Chris though.
It happened. Hey, we go have to correct him. We day.
no, see something like that, like hell, even though I kind of pronounce it fucked up, bro. My bad, but like more
For the record, it is all good.
Oh, okay, yeah, my bad, bro. I do be tripping, but I always try to come with respect, man, because you're coming out of your day, to make shit. So be like, let me talk to this,
bro.
This is.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
For real.
No, and I do try to get everybody's perspective because I like I said, I hopefully I don't drop the ball with my stuttering ass and shit. But bro, the song, like, how did you like? What was the feeling, bro? My bad.
When I was in this, didn't I just hold on? I'm trying to think. I think I wrote my verse there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way that the song literally came about was we were over it. Wasn't it the first time or second time we went over there?
I think that was the first time we went over there as a group. That was my second time going over.
Yeah, so that was my first time going, or first time as a group. His second time going over there, and that was my first time meeting him and shit. And he was like, "Bro, I got some beats. I feel like y'all will be killer on."
Yeah.
And I quote, bro, it says some real iconic JCP shit. I got some beats you guys are pretty killer on, dude.
And the fucking that spawned the OKC type beats.
Literally. I miss those days, bro.
OKC type
beats.
But yeah, you just called us over. You're like, fuck it. That's how a lot of our shit happens. It's just like the first time you meet with somebody, it's just spontaneous. It's good. Like, that's how our first song hits Dutch players. You know what? Play It's Dutch. That was our first time meeting. Not first time meeting each other, but like one of my first time like kicking.
And the handfuls, yeah.
And with Hella or who's?
Should we tell them a story about how we recorded it and shit?
Like, hell yeah. It's right there. Go up.
It's Steve-O.
Right to the right. Left Steve-O right there.
Oh, wait. Yeah, so we're gonna get to the next song, bro. Yeah.
She bust out her titties, I make it real sticky, I move to the city. I slide to your city, big Quincy, come with me. I spark up a Dutchie, then hop on a Huffy. These niggas off chickens, oh God, you disgust me at tables. I smack them with ladles and hit them with Dracos. Look, bitch, I got all of that. Get your man to like a quarterback, chillin' that pussy. I just make it throw it back. You cannot hit my blood, stupid bitch, give it back.
Yeah, my bad.
Raised is in that Lost Boys Collective, Raised and Krampus, and that related tracks. It's just funny that
the algorithm is working. We're Rockford and they're Chicago, and we're merged in the same SoundCloud.
Yeah, now we're like in their algorithm because we've been doing shows with them, and like now they're fans that are listening to our music. So it's like, you see, related tracks. The first one is Raised, and he's a Chicago artist from Lost Boys. See.
Oh, okay, I see. Bro, I'm new again to this hip hop shit.
That's even more like
local shit.
I wouldn't even expect you to know about that.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
I saved it.
Okay.
I saved it.
Well, that was roast.
Bro, the cherry fell out on the t-shirt, but I picked it up before it could even burn it.
Oh, no, you're good, bro. That's just the cloth. Just so it doesn't show like there's a cheap ass table underneath that. That's like a lawn chair, dude, or a lawn table or something.
Bro, I love the lawn chair aesthetic.
Dude. And okay, so this song, bro, how this was a year ago. Why, like, who came up with why, or did that guy, or yeah, who came up with what?
So pretty sure I found the beat. Then me and him, it was his birthday.
Yeah, we were in I was living down in Missouri at the time, and he came down to visit for like a fucking like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And me and him were down there just fucking smoking a fuck ton of weed the whole time, bro. Because it was like low key sweet. Because I had a job at a laundromat,
Okay.
and like since it was locally owned and like black owned and shit, I would. He said I was the best worker he had, but I wasn't really doing much because I was used to moving around. All I had to do was sweep, mop, check the lint traps, check out the trash, and shut the fuses off when I left.
Yeah.
And me and him would just chill on break. He was cool with us smoking, so we'd go out, smoke like two blunts, come back in, play the fucking arcade game, and then
It
just
was
like
hard as hell. I was slumped on my couch.
yeah. And then he like would take naps and
Bro,
shit
I
on the
just
couch,
be asleep,
like
bro.
for real. Like,
So you worked there too with them, or you
No,
get?
I
he
just
would
go
he
to
would
sleep.
come
Oh.
he would come in there for with me for the day, like kick it
Yeah,
and shit.
go to sleep. Shit.
Dude,
Nothing else to do.
and you said Missouri,
Yeah,
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Hot as hell. It was summertime.
It was hot as fuck, bro.
and they're cool with the weed land.
Oh, it was black owned.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit down there, like Missouri, that's one of those. It's it's recreational. I mean, medicinal now.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's medicinal. But there's kind of in that area, people just don't care. Like there's a lot other shit to be worrying about because the murder rate's high down there. And shit, so they have a lot more to worry about than two niggas smoking a blunt on a break.
Yeah.
For real. And there was one time shit I was at work, I found a shell casing in the parking lot. Them niggas was shooting out of our parking lot. Like what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. And it was fenced in, bro.
Yeah.
Like so they was sitting in our parking lot waiting on somebody or something. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I just had to ask because, dude, I couldn't wait for our state to be legal because, dude, it was always a paranoia being weed.
Bro,
And I wasn't sure if that state, like, their laws were strict.
It's one of those, crime is just high down there, so they don't really bother about that. Yeah. And they're open carry, so if you have a gun, they don't really question you about it. So it's kind of like a fucking mosh pit till you get to, like, where my mom moved to now, or, like, downtown-ish.
Dude, like, yeah, areas like that in, like, what, Atlanta? Or is that?
Huh?
Like Atlanta?
What about it?
Like that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Atlanta's like that too.
Well, I mean, it's crazy because, right, their laws are like that, and there's, like, crazy violence, but, like, Texas, not as much besides recently.
Texas.
Well, but then I don't know, right?
You know what else? What other state has been kind of quiet about it? Wisconsin. They're open carry, right? I think they're open carry. I'm pretty sure Wisconsin's open carry. I'm gonna Google that.
Chicago, nah.
Nah, cause that's still under Illinois. You can get concealed carry, which like you take the class and you can tote it, but you have to like conceal it, like hip or fucking holster or some shit like that. In Missouri, like I shit you not, I'll be at the gas station or there used to be this corner store that like we'd go and get like bud and shit from and like blunts and shit, and you'd see people arguing and they literally just have their sticks like this. Like niggas walk around all day with their guns like right fucking here. Like no holster, like it's fucking it's crazy, bro.
But we linked up. Fucking
Chicago. I mean, Rockford's not there yet.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, we got the drug crossfire, but other than that, we never seen that. We definitely got.
Yeah, Wisconsin's open carry.
get out the way. But yeah, this song we're just fucking around, made some shit.
How the beat?
We found it. We should probably put the producer in that fine.
Fine, yeah.
And well, we lost the producer, but
hey, producer, if you watching this,
send a message.
Reach out to
Yeah,
us.
we'll
Gladly pay for it.
You'll change it, pay for it.
Yeah.
Send Luis.
Because it is a free beat, but we won't the beat. We'll pay for it fully.
Yeah, at this point, but yeah, the beat was found on YouTube, just a free YouTube. Like an X type beat. Yeah.
And when you find a beat you guys like, who do you take it to, or do you guys fuck with it on your own?
Just fuck with it. Wait, like, what do you mean? Like mixing or like?
Yeah, mix it so you can get on the beat.
We'll like record little demos and shit by ourselves, but like we'll go to like or like Skrilla or
There was
just fuck with Dan.
Shout out Skrilla.
Yeah, shout out Skrilla.
Shout out Skrilla.
Shout out
Compa Skrilla.
He also put us on. He helped us with the tour. He hooked us up with the venue for the Texas launch for the rest. But yeah, we just fuck with like local engineers. That's one thing that I will appreciate. That like even though our music isn't like what people make out here, like the engineers out here still record us. At least the ones that we fuck with who record us and shit. So I like that.
And there was a little time period where I had a homie out in New York. Shout out OG.
Shout out fucking OG, bro.
Shout out OG.
Speaking of things coming next, okay, yeah, we're trying to go out to New York.
Fucking New York.
We're trying to go out to the East Coast, like period. Like trying to hit up Philly too, cause shout out Sacred Suicide. Trying to go fuck with them. That's another collective element. So we're gonna go make some music with them. And, yeah. And that along with the consistent shows, we're just gonna be out here.
Dude.
Oh, I guess you can expect more visuals from Outkx Clique coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's one thing that we're not very strong at. I know some about it, but ask constituents and we're just out here like we have good music and shows. Like we just do shows and good music. But we got this aesthetic.
I can't say we is fucking the game up with shows though.
Yeah. I mean,
but what about on your own? You're separate before outside the Clique as your own music. Yeah,
yeah.
Any art?
Yeah, I have a new video out, and I have some MVs up.
Outkast too, or
yeah, Outkast has an MV out as well.
Wanna go out there. I hate it when you fake care, but I hate it when you're not here. Light it up with the cool, let the time pass. With the memories of you still in my head. I don't know what to do, so I self-made. I don't know.
We didn't have wheels at the time, so we just went to a park and shot a little video. My next videos, they're gonna be way more like structured and plotted out and like awesome work. I swear, like I have a lot of shit that I want to do. So
yeah, it's definitely dope, bro. Fuck with it. I definitely fuck with the song, bro. It's dope.
Thank you.
2000, not too.
The song is mad old, but the video is.
Ganja Jesus.
Ginger.
How you say it? Ginger?
Because I've always just said ginger.
Yeah, ginger.
It's ginger, right? Or ganja?
Scroll. Is it on his profile?
Yeah,
bro.
It's ginger.
Yeah, ginger.
Yeah, bro. My bad. Again, I'm not the best reader, bro.
No, you good.
Yeah.
That was a comment. That was a comment.
It's a common thing in the community. Like, hold on,
bro. We still confused. About
yeah,
it.
like it's alright, bro.
It's
but
okay.
That's the only Clique thing, yeah.
Yeah, cause I heard he shoots video. I think.
Yes, he does. He's starting to direct music videos. We're gonna probably fuck with him some more soon. Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to say this. This is completely off topic, but I've been playing The Binding of Isaac on mobile, and my lost streak is -9.
Wait, what is that? Like a pug?
It's kind of like it's a. Fuck, how can I describe it? It's kind of like there's a map, and you gotta go through each room and clear out the enemies that are in that room, and you get rewards and shit. And you gotta go fight bosses. And it's like you just progress deeper and deeper into the storyline and shit. But
Dude. Nah, I lost interest. Well, I haven't even played games in a while, bro. Damn, dude, that sounds.
nothing wrong with it. Some people
But how the hell are you playing that off your phone? That sounds like a complicated ass game.
with the controller. So the
Oh,
left
okay.
joystick, that's move. This is shoot, and then the buttons are your power ups and whatnot.
Low-key, I was thinking like Call of Duty graphics.
Oh, you can do that too. You can play Call. Yeah, that's. I was gonna play that, but it's not downloaded. So I'm like, you know what? I'll play buying it.
Get the water, fire extinguisher, whatever you need. Slash a katana, his body deformant. I hit the gas, now I'm floating in orbit. Break that boy glasses, can't see like he Norbit. Emperor cookies, bitch, you can't afford it. I roll a raw, that bitch looks like contortion, distortion. I'm morphing, I'm changing, I'm rapping. If I catch a op in this chain, what I'm snatching. My blade in his stomach, shit stuck like a parasite.
One more song?
Ooh, you want to do one more song in here? Okay.
Anderson Silva.
All right.
Actually, or Cutthroat. Yeah, Cutthroat. I mean, but Cutthroat. Do Cutthroat. Anderson Silva will have its time.
I know I got that. Definitely fire, dude.
Thank you.
Now, why Anderson Silva?
Cause, bro, Anderson Silva is a fucking icon. Like, and I love Anderson Silva. Like, I'm a big UFC fan. So, like, Anderson Silva is just like the spider. So, and then also just like the meme purpose, just like Anderson Silva. Like, I wanted to get a picture of him, but it was a song for the Clique page. So I'm like, fuck it, I won't do that. But like, shout out Anderson Silva.
But lucky, now there's post click tape. You probably can. Just for the meme, bro.
This is fucking base. But yeah,
We gotta do background. Background is all black, and it's just him standing there in his MMA shorts.
oh god.
Like illuminating.
I'm good at that photo editing, bro. I could do that. Nah,
I just fuck with Anderson Silva MMA. Then like he's a hard ass. Like when you think of Anderson Silva, you think of like knockouts, just like a hard ass motherfucker. Like this song.
You know he went to boxing.
Yeah, he's been knocking motherfuckers up, bro. You seen them, bro?
He's doing it currently.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been fighting recently, but like in the past couple of years, he fought and won by significant.
Yeah.
He knocked somebody out. Whoa, he's still knocking people out. He's like 40 something.
Yeah, but he definitely got a long reach, man.
Yeah, that reach. Yeah, not IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, IQ.
Yeah, because I'm definitely a fan of MMA too, but like now it's not too much, man.
Understandable.
But yeah, man. I definitely don't want to hold you guys up too much because we still gotta do some more talking after the podcast. But again, if you guys want to come back for a one-on-one,
I was definitely gonna be back soon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, until then, stay tuned and stay safe, guys.